Welcome back, everyone, to a special series I'm thrilled to be hosting here on LinkedIn called The Entrepreneur's Chair. Throughout this series, my goal is to provide you with authentic and intimate conversations with trailblazing leaders who are reshaping the Austin business scene. From startup founders to seasoned business moguls, we'll dive deep into the challenges, the opportunities, the successes that have shaped their entrepreneurial journey. I am so honored to have with me today Wen, who is a globally recognized pitch strategist, communication expert, and founder of INNW Institute, where she helps founders to take those bold ideas and to create concise, compelling stories that drives raising funding, winning customers, and accelerating growth. She has worked with over 100 founders and raised over $53 million in fund and revenue. Her journey began in a small mountain village in China, where she taught herself English using cassette tapes. That determination led her to earning her master's degree in marketing from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and an MBA from Duke University. Wen has since led business strategy at Dell Technologies, spoken on global stages, including TEDx, and trained more than 2,000 leaders through accelerators, workshops, and executive coaching programs. Welcome, Wen.
Wow, it sounds so much more impressive. You said it. Thank you. Such an honor to be here, Elizabeth.
Oh, I'm so excited to meet you. I can't believe we didn't even know each other existed.
Right timing, right here.
I love the universe. Your journey started in a small mountain town in China. And you took that and it's led you to global stages, boardrooms, and working with founders around the world. So when you're looking back, what moments most shaped how you think about communication, confidence, and opportunity?
What a beautiful question. And if I can be honest to think about my journey, I wouldn't think it's one moment. But I do think my first 2 decades of my life was shaped by the culture, the village, the incredible family that I grew up, where I come from, girls are unwanted. My entire family wanted a boy, wanted a son, and I wasn't one. And that disappointment lead to a lot of time. I wonder, how can I be the son that the whole family wanted it? And grow up being a woman, we are never supposed to have opinion. We're never supposed to be heard. We're meant to just smile and being pretty and say the sweet things. And I felt for a longest time, no one ever see truly who I am, but a daughter that the whole family, whole village want. And grew up in that period of time when, look at my mom, my grandmother, they are homemakers. The family is everything for them, and they are not allowed to have a life outside of that. They're not allowed to have a job. And I remember my mom tried, attempt multiple times, but it was just not possible. All that to say, I just always knew this very strong feeling in my heart. This is not the life for me. And that feeling is so intense, but no one understood me. Because everyone is they all sing the same song. That is the music. That is the rhythm. That is a culture. That is this incredible ensemble, somehow, a beautiful performance that I did not get the notes. And I just wonder, what's wrong with me? That question led the first 2 decades of myself just wondering, what's wrong with me? Why can I not be happy? Why can't I just be like everyone else? And that deepest desire to be seen for who I am, just be me, not a woman, not someone's daughter, not someone's wife, just be who I am. That deepest desire is one of the reasons that I came this far. And as today looking back, I always see myself as this doer. I want to be the change I want to see in the world. And when I meet those entrepreneurs, visionaries, when I meet these incredible, cool men and women, I see them like a dreamer. I see them have an incredible heart and vision, and sometimes their true story has not been shared on the stage to the world. Sometimes they are still a best kept secret. And that is something that I want to shift. I want to change.
That's very interesting because you had that energy that you were able to push through, and now you're instilling that same type of energy and effort for them, helping all of these people to be able to communicate more effectively.
Yeah, I think storytelling is one of the superpower that we can all have. And I think because I learned English in a cassette tape machine, because I see language in like a Lego set, I feel I see it. So therefore, I see words, I see stories have this very unique shape. It's like this art I'm making, and I just found it fascinating. And I absolutely love a good story.
You know, one of the things that you say, and I know you counsel this with founders, is that they're one pitch away from changing the world.
Absolutely.
That is so powerful. So why do you think there are so many like great ideas that struggle to be funded?
Well, there are a few reasons. Number one, today, by the way, beautiful drive up here, and I drove by a couple cemeteries. And I always like to look at them when I drove by. In my opinion, I think they are one of the most expensive real estate in the world. Not only this beautiful gravestone, but underneath that flesh and bones, but also so many dreams never lived. The music never produced, business never started, book never be written. So to answer your question, a few factors in my point of view. Number one, having the courage to live life true to yourself instead of what people want for you. I think that awareness and just the courage to go for what we want, that is first and foremost the most difficult thing people can do, because we want to be accepted by our community. And that, for me, that's all I wanted for my first 20 years of my life. I couldn't do that. So I have to find my own way. So that's number one. Secondly, once we know, all right, I'm go for it. Secondly, oftentimes I met a lot of incredible visionary dreamers, and they are, how do I say it? They are the quote unquote air quote, they are the biggest nerd I met. I love them.
Nerds are cool now.
They're absolutely cool. They love staying in a lab. They love to create. They love to create this incredible intrinsic technology that is so fancy. And I remember specifically, I met this woman scientist, and she, oh my God, brilliant. Okay, our first meeting is supposed to be just 20 minutes, and that takes an hour. Like, she's just so passionate. She told me all about what she does. And after an hour, I just paused for a moment. I said, Michelle, but I have no idea what you just said. And that it was the beginning of how we start working together. Is, again, she has such a passion, such a dedication to create this incredible invention, but yeah, she challenged at really tell that story in a very concise and compelling way, because she want to tell us all the bad stories. But sometimes I tell people, be short, be sweet, and be gone. We don't have all the time. So let's give us a, what do you call it? Give us a juice. Give us like the exciting moment. So to answer your question, number one, the courage to live the life that we want. Secondly, ability to tell the right story. So tell the world, why should we care? Why you? And I think that two factor is one of the main elements, reasons that many people don't step forward to their highest potential.
I love that. It's I do find a lot of people a mass number of words, and I love the quote. I would have written you a shorter letter, but I didn't have the time.
I love that. I wish I have time for my
Oh my goodness!
shorter letter. I love that.
So you have worked with over 100 founders. Are you finding any trends as far as like what's the difference between a pitch that results in a yes versus the ones that fall flat?
Yeah, I think there are many reasons I think about, but one thing that really stuck in my mind is there's a difference between what I want to say versus what you are hearing. I think oftentimes when I meet incredible passionate entrepreneurs, they have so much they want to speak versus they yet to take a moment, just pause, think about who their audience is. If they speak to investors, he or she likely are not that invested in the very first meeting, want to know everything about the product just yet, right? So we really have to figure it out, not just what I want to say, because there's so much I want to speak, but really what my audience need to hear. What that moment he or she need to take away, how do we distill to that one single fire that allow that person walk away thinking, oh my God, this is exciting. Yes. Because I think at the end of the day, it's not just a product, not just an investment, not just a check. I think it's all about we all want to be part of something bigger than ourselves.
Yes.
And our ability to tell that vision, that itself is propel us forward. It's never that. Of course, the motivation matters. Of course, the person's capability matters. But it's almost that all that push, right? That motivation we all have within us. But also there's a greater pull. Why are we here? Why are we working on this seemingly silly task, technology, events, patterns? Why? Ability to bring people together in that bigger vision is what we all here for. That's why we all love to watch a great movies or an awesome book or whatever that you into, or video game we play. It's like we all want to be part of something that just greater than us. Because us is boring. Us is just logistic. We need to eat, we need to sleep, we need to go to the bathroom. All that just boring. We want something just, yes, refreshing. Give us a breath of air.
Well, the name of this, I think, is incredibly powerful. VIP pitch service, right? It's high touch, fast. How did you come up with this? I'm really interested in like the mechanics when you're working with someone in that. What are you doing to engage them to get to that essence?
Absolutely. So I oftentimes like to tell this when I work with founders, like, just imagine we're cooking a dinner, okay? And your job is bring me all the groceries, put all on the table. And then I will come over and say, okay, well, we have so many great ingredients. All I need is 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water. That's pretty much it for this particular cake we're baking. So similarly, in that working together, number one here is I want to see all the amazing amazing ingredients you have for everything you want to say in the business sense, which typically take 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, like if all the raw material, all the raw data. And then from that point of view, I really want to understand what really is your value proposition, what made you tick, what is something that really made you differentiate from everyone else in the world, what is your secret power. And from there, right, if that's a strength, it's about how do we tell the story now, accentuate that strength, but come across through the investor's lens is about not just who you are, but why should I invest with you? Right. Why this is matter to me? So it's almost a little bit like a translation in that way. Like, it's like that building this Lego piece together, this beautiful masterpiece. And we're just going to put piece by piece and voila. And one of my favorite things to do is at the end of this, in your typical collaboration, founder will be like, oh my God, how do you know? This is exactly what I'm building, but sounds so much more cooler now. I said, yes, that's the power of this. Absolutely, this essence of storytelling allows us to bring all their gift in a way that it's literally like we are packing a Christmas gift. Yeah, if I just want to give you an iPad, that itself is whatever. But if I put it in a beautiful box, I cover the box with amazing wrapping paper. On the top, we have this incredible bow right on the top, and wow, Merry Christmas. That feels different. We all wanted to be wow at some level. And give people that experiences is what we're all looking for.
And that's what we remember.
Yes, that's what we remember.
I remember the way that package felt when it was given to me.
Yes, this is so much more than an iPad, a book, a video games. It's so much more. And I think people sometimes missing that more, that just give people a little bit more zazziness in the world.
Now, I would imagine that not all of the people you work with are natural speakers. That
most not.
And a lot probably are a little bit scared when they're getting on.
Absolutely.
Have you found any tips of the trade or things you do to help them get over that fear of being up there on the stage?
Oh my God, so many. I put so many founders on this pitch stage, and we have like literally 5 minutes each of them. Like we are on the clock, investors there. Like yes, absolutely. And speaking of fear of public speaking, there's a stat say that public speaking is one of the most feared in America next to death. So there's a joke you probably heard already, said that if in the funeral, you'd rather in the casket instead of giving the speech at that moment. So that was pretty funny. But yes, absolutely. To me, it's not about being a great speaker per se. To me, it's about how do we find the authentic expression of each of us. Mm-hmm. Confident look differently. Charismatic look different in different individuals. So to me, the goal is never about, maybe you call it traditionally, be big, be loud, be bold. It maybe not so much of that. Mm-hmm. It's more sort of how that individual find the authentic expression and come across trustworthy. Right. Because the key for yes, the idea of saying yes is, I think, two things, like and trust. Do I like you? Do I trust you? Yeah, I like you as a human being. Yes, that's amazing. But can I trust you? Can I get the job done? And that, coming from so many ways we assess and we meet each other. First impression is, one of many. So it's not about we masking our I'm going to pretend, I'm going to just show up, popping my chest, right? It's not that showmanship. Mm-hmm. It's really about how can we just go deeper and find our true self in that moment, speaking our heart in the most authentic way. And as you met me, you can see I'm pretty expressive. I tell stories. I'm pretty emotional in that arena. But oftentimes, I'll meet scientists. I'll meet very technical founders. That's not how they naturally speak, mm-hmm. and neither it ever my wanting to changing that. My point of view is the best story is always have that, like a left and right brain approach, right? Having that logical, but also having an emotional connection. But that percentage, you can gauge that yourself. For me, it's pretty 50-50. I speak with a story, I also give some numbers. But a lot of founders, they want to speak with 90% logical and then 5% story. That's wonderful too. So finding that gauge, once you find that, having authentic expression, and when you go, you truly just show up for not you. And I think sometimes our nerve, the moment we're about to speak in a group of investors or in one-on-one in this raising capital world, sometimes we feel like, oh my God, am I perfect? Am I doing the right job? When we have those concerns, oftentimes because we are thinking about me. Mm-hmm. How it might look like, my hair on my face right now, which is oftentimes, so it's okay if that's happened. But if you think about the moment you show up for your people, for those customers, for those hundreds, if not thousands of people are out there who are right now suffering in that challenge that that you have a better solution for. And therefore, it's almost up to you. It is your absolute responsibility to show up, to rising up, to tell that story so she or he can hear that from you. So they can receive it in a way that align with their priorities and make them thinking, yes, there's a better possibilities. Yes, I'm going to say yes to that. So to me, the yes is not just about a check or revenue or go-to-market. All that aside is we deliver a possibility for people on the other hand who are truly struggling with that problem. And we think from that way, it's take away from you or me or this individually, or do you like me? Am I perfect? Right. Now it's about how can we all rising up? And to me, my point of view about, this simulate capitalism in a society is we are no other than thousands of years ago, that we are just live in a village. That's why we have 100 people. And once a month, we have this farmer's market. And every single month, that day, you bring the best apple you grew. I brought the bread I made. And she bring the candle she created. And once a month, we come to the market, we exchange our gift. And voila, we have an amazing day. And just if, this particular founder thinking, I'm not good enough. My apple is not good enough. I don't know if I'm just perfect yet. And that person decided not to show up that day. Well, guess what? Well, my family don't have the apple for that month, for that table, for the apple pie that we want to create. And think about how selfish that is.
I love that because it almost ties back to the previous, which is the recharacterization. It's not I'm trying to sell you something. I'm really just trying to give you a gift.
Yes.
And my gift is my vision. My
Yes.
gift is my story.
Yes, I love that. We always here give people a gift. And I think sometimes people in their head about, oh, I'm not a good salesperson. I don't want to pitch. It's like all that. It just a self-created false ideas. It's not true. We all here giving gift. And who doesn't like to receive a gift? I know I really do. And whether you say, oh, well, my love story just not gift. That's not me. I got you. But we all want to receive a gift that truly solving a problem. And when we can think about from the service point of view, what an honor, what a pleasure, what an absolute honor to give someone the best gift we can offer in the most authentic, genuine way. When you know that when that is yes happening, when the check is written, when the business occur, it is win, win, win for everybody. Of course, you get the revenue, you get the investment, but people on the other hand, he or she getting the bigger deal of all. And you know it's a bigger win for them. And what a beautiful world we all live.
I have a feeling the people you work with really internalize the belief that you show in who they are and what they're doing.
Yes,
That's
yes.
got to really resonate and
Yes.
build on their capabilities.
Absolutely, because I don't see them just so-and-so have this business idea. I think it's a greater calling. What do you call it? Creator, higher self, universe. There's a reason we are all here. That idea in your heart, in my heart, is not come from nowhere. Universe bring that to you, and that is your gift to share. Someone want to be a best chef. Someone want to be a best ballerina. Someone want to be a best scientist. Those dreams are not mine. I do not want to be a ballerina, right? It is not because that's a terrible idea. That's not the gift for me. Universe put up a gift for you for a reason. So I think it's really important for us to think about we are not doing it for me. We are rising it for the world, for the universe. We answer the call. That's it. And there are times we don't answer the call, and that's okay. But I've imagined the fact that you are listening to this story, you are sitting here right this moment, something in you, something in your heart calling something bigger. And you get to choose. You want to answer the call or not? And I come from a village where it's a beautiful world. Nobody ever left. Everyone sing the same song. They all live the same story. And that's wonderful too. I love them. I love all my family. I love my cousin. I love all my high school friends. They live exact same life their parents live. And nothing wrong with that. They did not answer the call in them. Maybe that's a call. That's also wonderful too. Right. There's absolutely no judgments here. But I'm only challenges if you are right now have this little twinkle in your eye, in your heart, thinking, what if? What if I can just do it? What if I can try? What if there will be something fun on the other side of an adventure? Then answer the call. Step forward. Slay that dragon. The world's waiting for you.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so I just learned right before we came on here today that you do improv.
I love improv.
I want to hear about this.
I love improv. I told my husband I'm so lucky. I got to, I often tell people that I am an artist by heart, businesswoman in days. That's me. I feel like everything we do, we're making art. And improv is such a dear in my heart. It's not just a expression of arts. It's really a philosophy of how we live life. And the fundamental idea is yes and. How do we yes and to universe? It's like how we speak. Right. If universe gave you that vision, you yes anding it. And you take one step forward after another, and you will never know where universe can take you next. And when I think about my journey, I really do not think I'm anything special. I really don't. For the longest time, I don't even think I'm smart. Like I really don't. I honestly don't know why I'm here. But only one truth I can tell is this one little girl from the mountain village who have no background, no insight, no mentor, no any specific tool, internet, technology, cars. The fact that I come here because I just say yes. I say yes to that crazy idea in my heart. And the very first step, and universe show up for me. And I think universe always help us, but we help ourselves first. The universe help us. And when I when a time are hard, when a moment are challenge, I just ask myself, what will the universe want me to do?
I love that, and it's funny because my story, of course, of founding is not quite, I did not learn English with cassette tapes, but I came from small town Texas.
Okay.
My dad was a first time, college graduate,
Yeah.
engineer, maintenance engineer with the highway department. Mom, stay at home, mom. From day one, I can remember going, I'm going to run my own business. There wasn't a business person anywhere around. So I'm always curious, like the spark that's in people that like is totally different than what the surroundings are. And I know that must happen many, many times. And then you're there to have them identify that spark and then realize it. And I'm just so honored to see, and the people that work with you must be so blessed to have this experience that they can manifest what their dreams are.
Thank you. We do have, I'm very honored. I have over, hundreds of testimonials and speaking about that. And for me, it's not just a project, a collaboration. To me, it's truly making dream come true. And I remember my own why. I remember when I stuck in that little village, when no one sees me, when it's not even about a choice. I feel like I have no choice. Either I leave or I die. Like it's that. Either I make it or I don't. And I know it sounds so dramatic, it sounds like that, but I have absolutely no doubt that was my only choice, which I have no choice. And there's a story in the Art of War speak about how the soldier, when they fast forward, when they go to an island, one thing they do is they burn the boat. Mm-hmm. And I realized long ago, I already burned my boat. And it's not even due to die, it's just due. And when that becomes the only choice, you'll be amazed what is possible. And people say, oh my God, when you're resilient, you are this and that. And I'm thinking, absolutely, I don't think I'm anything special. If you make up your mind, anything is possible. Because if a little girl from a remote village can come this far, like honestly, anything is possible.
I'm curious. So you are working with 100, but your message, what you do is so powerful. What are you considering to be able to help 10,000 people? How do you feel like there's a broader way that you can help so many people out there?
I do, and it sounds so arrogant, but I always have this image, have this vision that one day, I don't know how, one day I'm going to standing on this world biggest stage and the audience just quiet, it's all black because the light is so bright on me, I can't see anything, and I can feel the people all around me as I'm standing there speaking, share my story, and I always see that.
Well, I'm going to be in that audience. So let's
Thank
make
you.
that happen.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
So I like to end each episode
Okay.
with two questions. One, what do you think authentically makes a successful entrepreneur?
That's everything. Because when people say yes to you, whether it's people want to invest to you, people want to do business with you, people wanted to partner with you, people wanted to join your company, it's like people bang you. It's the people that make a difference. And authenticity is who we are. No one want another thing. People want to support, connect to awesome people. And I think authenticity is one of the superpowers that we all have. And the more we show that to the world, the more yeses we'll get.
I love that. And when you think in defining, like, what does success look like as an entrepreneur? Can you kind of paint what that picture looks like?
I actually have been thinking about that question a lot lately. And I think everyone have different seasons in life and different seasons, success will look differently. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you're 20s, your goal is just have an amazing job and go happy hours and party with your friends, which I certainly love my time in Chicago at that time. As you move forward, right, success look differently. And I read this article come across in this definition of success. I thought so beautiful is success is a gradual realization of an ideal self. a gradual realization of ideal self. Meaning wherever you're sitting right now, as you think about what is a better version of you, give it 3 words. Maybe that's courageous, maybe it's unapologetic, maybe it's bold, maybe it's confident, whatever that is. Think about how do we making step forward towards that end goal. And that journey of ever moving forward, that is success. It's never an ending journey. And that's one of the reasons I love comedy is I will never be good. I will always be so close to this idea of good and I will never be there. And that become the game of life. Life is game, game is life. And when you play that with playfulness, with humanity, with humbleness, and also with joy, with excitement, and just seeing the goal, seeing that vision, seeing that person you want to be becoming, and taking a step one day at a time, life become fun.
Wen, I have so enjoyed speaking with you today. Thank you for sharing your incredible talent with the universe, and I look forward to getting to know you better over the years.
Such an honor. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, Wen.